We'll go back into Revelation chapter 17 and verse 8. Alright, verse 8 says, "The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and shall go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose name were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is." See, the beast, why it said, "The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit." See, the beast got sent out of the bottomless pit. That's when they're going to kill the two witnesses. That false prophet with them 10 horns. That's what these preachers don't tell you. They're not understanding. He'll send out of the bottomless pit. He'll go into perdition. They'll be killing people. Loss of soul. Many people, everybody could be worship the image of the beast. The beast in his image. You can go to Revelation chapter 11. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 7. See. "And when they shall have finished their testimony." See, when the two witnesses finish their testimony, that beast will kill them. "And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them." See, before that beast government couldn't do them nothing. The two witnesses. See, until they finished their testimony, then God allowed them to kill the two witnesses. See, any man will hurt and try to do them something, fire will proceed out of them, they'll be destroyed. That's what a lot of people can't see, is that false prophet from the Vatican, that last pope, during the time of them 10 horns, when they come among those 10 kings. It's not time yet. That's what I tried to show people. The 10 horn, 10 king is the last beast government. Now we're just in the first and the second beast. First was like a lion, had eagle wings, the United States and Britain. The second like a bear, that's the Russian bear. And the third beast was like a leopard. Had 4 heads. It's going to be the Vatican among the third beast, China and Russia and Britain. The lion nation will be among the third beast. So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Got to go back into Daniel, and you'll understand Bible prophecy. Ask God for wisdom. Any man like a lot of knowledge, wisdom, ask God. He will bless you with wisdom if you're seeking for the truth. Truth coming from God. Like Daniel wanted to know the truth. So God opened up his understanding, because he wanted to know. But a beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit, when them 10 horns and the false prophet come among those 10 horns. See, the false prophet are called the two witnesses to be killed. Alright, then you can go to Revelation chapter 13 and 1. And it said, "And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast." See, it says, "Saw a beast rise up out of the sea." See, The beast is like it's continued. The first was like a lion had eagle wing, and the second was like a two-eyed bear. It's continued. You see these beasts right now. And the third beast had 4 heads. You see, like the Vatican. See, like when the Pope died, you see how they be dressed in scarlet color, bright red, orange. The cardinals and the bishop being purple. And the Vatican. That's the last beast coming with them 10 horns. You're watching it, you see it on TV now. Pay attention. The false prophet. It's not this pope or the pope that they're going to pick. It'll be the last pope during the time of them 10 horns. Get here. 10 king. We're still in the first and the second beast, like I said. We got to get into the third beast. The third beast going to rule a while. I talked about it last week. I showed you like in Daniel chapter 8. See, in the latter time of that kingdom. You know, I'm trying to go over, trying to get you to understand, you know, about what could be happening in the last days. See, we're in the last days now. You know, and a lot of preachers and prophets don't know what we are in Bible prophecy. Like in Daniel 8:23. You know, I'm starting 22. It said, now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for its 4 kingdom. See, after the United States home be broken, after they fight Iran, then the United States home will be broken. You go break Iran home, then his home will be broken. Then we'll get into the third beast. Said, now that being broken, talking about the United States, whereas 4 stood up for its 4 kingdoms, and shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power, not in the U.S. power. But in verse 23 said, and in the latter time of their kingdom, you see, the third beast will rule a while. Third beast had 4 heads. It will rule a while. And when the transgression come to the full, a king of fierce countenance, understanding of dark sentences, shall stand up. See, as the Antichrist, the false prophet, shall stand up. You see, that's why I say in the latter time of that kingdom, talking about the third beast. Third beast is the leopard, had 4 heads. Said it will rule a while. In the latter time of their kingdom, see, their kingdom be more than one. There's 4 kingdoms. You got to understand what you're reading. See? But you go in Daniel 8 and like 8 and 8, it said, therefore the he-goat waxed great. You're talking about the United States. You see, therefore the he-goat waxed very great. It said, therefore the he-goat waxed very great. And when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. See, 4 notable ones. You can go back into Daniel chapter 7 and verse 6. See, who's the 4 notable ones? See, after Daniel 7 and 6 said, after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads. See, 4 heads was 4 rulers, and dominion was given to it. See, this is how you get your understanding. See, I go back to Daniel 8 and 8. Again, I'm going to read over again, Daniel 8 and 8. And said, therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. And verse 9 said, and out of one of them came forth a little horn. See, the little horn is the false prophet from the Vatican, which waxed exceedingly great toward the south and toward the east and toward the pleasant land, Israel. See, I'm telling you right there, if you read the scriptures, you'll understand. See, the little horn came up among those 10 kings. But if you go in Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8, and 7, verse 7 and 8, it said, after this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful, terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. See, and it devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. See, and it had 10 horns. Here's the 10 horns. Talking about them 10 kings. And then verse 8 saying, and I considered the horns. Horns where they is. Talking about the 10 kings. And I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. The little horn is the false prophet from the Vatican. See, before whom there were 3 of the first horn plucked up by the roots. Who was the 3 horn that plucked up by the roots? See, it was Russia, China, and Britain who were plucked up by the roots. The horn that he was with among those the leopard and the third beast. The leopard had 4 heads. He came out when the 10 horns showed up. He came out from the leopard and got with the 10 king. So it left 3 kings in the third beast. He plucked them up. He gave power unto those 10 kings, then he plucked them up. Those are the 3 who he was with. That little horn. See? And see, and they said, I considered the horn, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horn plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of men, and a mouth speaking great things. You see? Speaking great things. Now in verse 20 is the same thing as verse 7 and 8. Read carefully, it's the same. It's in verse 20 of Daniel 7 and 20 now. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom before whom 3 fell. See, it said 3 fell here, it said. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up. Who is the other which came up? Is that false prophet from the Vatican. And before whom 3 fell. See, 3 kings who he was with in the third beast. The leopard had 4 heads. Got out from the leopard and got with the 10 kings. Said before whom 3 fell. So those 3 of them fell, Britain and China and Russia. 3 fell. Those 3 fell. He plucked them up. See? And even of that, and he said, and let me see, oh yeah, it said, whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose looks were more stout than his fellow. I beheld, see, and the same horn made war with the saints. See, Antichrist, that false prophet, gonna make war with the saints. That's why he killed the 2 witnesses. See, in verse 24 is the same. See, this one there it said 3 fell. Then I can and Daniel 7 and 8, it said he plucked them up, pluck up 3. And right here in verse 20, he said 3 fell. It's the same thing. This reading is a little different, but it's the same. In verse 24 too is the same. They said, And the 10 horn out of this kingdom, or 10 king that shall arise, and another shall arise after them. See, the false prophet come after them. 10 horn come first, then the false prophet always come after the 10. Another will arise among them. See, the false prophet from the Vatican. And it said the 10 horn out of this kingdom, and the 10 horn out of this kingdom, or 10 king that shall arise, and another shall arise after them. See, another that shall arise after them is the false prophet from the Vatican. And he shall be diverged from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. See, right here he say he shall subdue 3 kings. It's the same thing. The other place say 3 fell. The other place say he plucked up 3. And right here he said he subdued 3 kings. And they have no more authority, no more power in the world. You give power to them 10 kings. You go back into Daniel, he made a league with those 10 kings. And Daniel, I think it's 11, Daniel 11, 21, I believe. Yeah, 11:21. It said, and in his estate shall stand up a vile person. See, that a false prophet from the Vatican, that last pope could be a vile person. Vile person to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peaceably, see, and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. And it's saying that and with the arms of a flood shall they be overthrown from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant. See, in verse 23 says, after the league made with him, he shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people. See, after the league, after he made the league, he made with them 10 kings. See, he got to work deceitfully. See, you know, I'm trying to go over it so y'all can understand. I went over it last time. You know, I'm just going over it again so you can study and you can come to the same conclusion what I'm saying, what the Bible is saying. You know, the understanding. That's why the Lord said, he that readeth, let him understand. You know. But the 10 horn always show up first, then the little horn get out from the third beast and get with the 10 king. Then he got to subdue those other 3 kings who he was with. You know. Alright, go back into Revelation. I hope y'all understand that what I explained. And then read it over for yourself. You know. Don't let these false teachers, prophet, deceive you. Alright, and in verse 8, it says, send out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose name were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. See, he's the beast that was not and yet is. See, because he was among the third beast. And a lot of people can't see that. See, he came out from the third beast. So he's the beast that was and is not and yet is. He came out from the third beast and he got with the 10 king. So he's still a beast in the 10 king. He was a beast in the third and the leopard. And that third beast, he was a beast. He just was with those 4 of them. With those other 3, I mean. So he was 4 with him. So when you got out from the third beast, when the 10 horns showed up, you got with the 10, and you give power to those 10 kings. See? So he's the beast that was and is not and yet is. He's still a beast because he was a beast in the third. He is diverse. He's different. Because they go to Daniel 17 and 12, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as king 1 hour with the beast. See, they give power unto those 10 kings. But they got all the money. The Vatican have all the money, the gold and all that. This is what I wanted to bring to y'all today. See, that whose name are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. See, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. See, whose name are not written. See, all them people are going to worship that beast, whose name are not written in the Lamb book of life from the foundation of the world. You know, and they're going to wonder whose name. Because everybody be working just like in the day of the first Babylon, Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego. Everybody bow down and worship that image. But Shadrach and Meshach didn't want to bow down because they knew God's commandment. I shall not bow down to any graven image. But that's what everybody gonna be doing at the end time. Gonna be worshiping the beast, and they're gonna set up an image. You know, like Nebuchadnezzar did. The image gonna both speak though. But they got computer now. They make a robot, look just like man, you know, make a robot, make a statue, stand up and speak, and do all that now. Anything. Everything, just like do a little doll, make it walk just like an animal, everything. You know, and make it speak, make a little dog bark, make a dog with it, make it bark, sound just like a human. See, man, use that technology now. The mark of the beast, you know, computer, man, used it to track you for everything. You just put it using in calls, doll, anything, fire, airplane, whatever, radio, anything. They use computer chip, everything run by computer now. 666. You know, it's a count the number of the beast. That beast use a number, use computer. Computer, you know. See, that's why I said count the number of the beast. That's what that beast government used, the computer, to track people, to know everything about you, everything. You won't be able to buy or sell nothing. Say if he had the mark and the number, the name of the beast, it'd be two different things. Marker like the computer chip in your hand, forehead, you know. They use, you know, phone, different thing. Number of the beast, you know, a lot of things use different things to buy and sell. You know, everything gotta have like a barcode to even sell it now. You know. That's all I'm trying to show you, you know. But that number didn't come from God. See? The number of the beast, count the number of the beast, come from man. Man came out of the computer, You know, a lot of people don't understand. They're looking for a man to be 666. There's not no man 666, it's a computer. Man came up with that number. The number of a man. Man came out with that number. The number didn't come from God. It's like God told Noah to build a ark, so many cubits and stuff like that. That number came from God. You know. But like Nebuchadnezzar set up that image, so many cubits and stuff like that. The number came from Nebuchadnezzar, from man, Nebuchadnezzar. It didn't come from God. You know, I say it's a number of a man. Man came out of their computer. It didn't come from God. All right. That's why I say count the number of the beast. That's what the beast use. Use the computer. But I thank y'all, and may God bless y'all. I'll be on verse 9 next time. I thank y'all, and may God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom and knowledge and understanding of your word. Take heed now. Let no man deceive you. Go back what I showed y'all in the Bible, the verses and scriptures. Go and study it. Get an understanding. Let no man deceive you. Thank y'all. May God bless you.